Welcome back to Tailosive Tech, everybody. I've got a Note 9 here today to unbox for you. So they decided to just put the pen here. Confused me for a second because I was like, wait, I ordered more than just a pen, right? But apparently that's the key feature. Even though at like Best Buy, they don't let you use the S Pen. You know, they just have the phone there and they're like, no one can use it. So Samsung always has their traditional, you know, kind of unfolding boxes like a book. And this is by far the most expensive phone I think they've ever made, or at least that I've ever unboxed on this channel. More of like a Note 8S than it is really a Note 9. But anyway, let me just get first impressions out of the way. Okay, making sure we bought the right thing. There we go, Note 9. Lifting this off and wow. Yes, that's right. Phones are much bigger than the iPhone 10 right now. Soon, you know, we'll get 10 Plus and stuff out. But right now, yes, I'm not used to form factors being this large. So we got it in the blue color. We've got a whole lot of plastic to peel off today. So let's start with the back. Oh, it keeps the sticker thing on there. I'm gonna take that off actually. Man, you got a lot of stuff on the back of your phone, Sam. So we've got main camera, telephoto camera, flash, fingerprint reader, their logo, bunch of the barcodes and stuff, and Note 9, and the don't throw this in the trash thing as much as you may want to. Don't throw it in the garbage. Then on the front, of course, we've got this giant display, I believe at a 6.4 or 6.3 inch display. It is a very tall phone. Looking at it, you know, you've got this new aspect ratio with displays going beyond 16:9 now. You've got a very, very thick forehead and you still got a chin there. So this is the form factor of the next iPhone to come out. It's a notch taller if you like that. You can see how tall this Note 9 is. This is the 10 Plus. This is the biggest iPhone that's ever going to come out that we're going to see in a couple weeks, and this is still larger. So I got the 128GB version because I could not think of a single thing that could fill up 512 gigs of storage, but that's also what you can get with this. And let's talk about what else is included with the purchase, because Samsung fans are very proud of all of this. Adaptive fast charger included in the box. Still a USB-C to USB-A connector. Still not sure why they don't just ship it with USB-C to USB-C, because, I don't know, that could simplify charging cables a little bit. Still adapting to the people who haven't moved on. So there we go, powering it up, powered by Android, secured by Knox. Already got 3 different brands the second we turn this thing on. Gives you a foreshadow of how the software experience is gonna go, but there you go. So, oh, I just realized we've got more plastic on the rims of the phone. One thing that surprised me about selling this phone in the US is that while it was advertised in 4 different colors, you know, black, blue, and pink, in the US, you could only order 2 different colors. You either had blue or pink, which Bixby's talking already. Does anyone actually, okay, Windows 10 did this too with the Surface Go. Does anyone actually want to set up their device via voice? Is that actually like preferable? I haven't found that. I'd like to hit, no, stop talking to me. Oh, man, okay, you know what? While I'm not a fan of curved displays, as I've mentioned before, because I noticed the distortion on the sides of the screen and you can't turn that off, I am still really, really a big fan of large displays. And this is definitely one of the largest displays I've ever used on a smartphone, and I am liking it already. Just by picking the Wi-Fi, Samsung's definitely got that premium feel down with these edges and this glass back. It feels very, very solid, though the edges are pretty sharp on the sides compared to how an iPhone's are a bit more rounded off. And great taptic feedback when you're typing on the keyboard. That's something I kind of would like to see in iPhones when you're typing on the keyboard. Getting taptic feedback as you're typing would be kind of neat, and they've very much got that down with the Note 9. So a lot of the features we got with the Galaxy S9 are definitely being brought over as well. So stereo speakers, that variable aperture camera, which should do better in lower light performance, because I know there's a lot of you low light photographers out there that are looking for $1,000 smartphones that come with this bright, oh my god, look at that pen. This is bright yellow. I mean, the gold tip is nice. I mean, that's definitely gold, but over here, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's cool that it can see on the display where the S Pen is hovering before I tap. So might as well, this is the Note phone. Might as well start using the stylus with it. So we'll hit next here. Checking for updates. They even got a sticker on the top that says Qualcomm 4G, which I thought the advantage of the Samsung phones was that they could do 5G at some point. So I don't know. They just want to remind you that by putting a sticker on top. I'll have to peel all this stuff off later. Okay, so first account we have to sign into with the Note 9, Google. This makes sense. We're running Gmail. Okay, we're getting account info though. Choose a backup to restore. The latest backup they have is my Pixelbook backup, which is funny because that was a laptop and it counts that as a backup of Android. You know what? Let's just back up from that. Get all my apps back. Okay, we're gonna let that restore. And of course, as you should get with premium priced smartphones, you get headphones included. There's our charge cable. That looks to be a, what the heck is that? Are these a pair of tweezers? Looks like man, I feel bad because I know you guys know what this is, but it's got two little needles. Is this the SIM tray access? Usually they have a little pin. They provide multiple different ear cushions for the AKG headphones, which is nice, and I'm gonna leave all that in there because I'm probably not gonna end up using any of them anyway. Oh, you're connected to the Wi-Fi, but you don't know what time it is. Find our time zone here. So, okay, protect your phone. We've got 3 different ways of biometrically securing the phone. So we have the iris scanner, we have the face scanner, and we have the fingerprint sensor. Or you could use this glitch someone found online and you can unlock it with the S Pen, but I'll have to read more into that later. Get back. There we go. Okay, S Pen is back in the phone. Let's set up intelligent scan because that's what they recommend. So next, okay, are you wearing glasses right now? No. Let's give this a shot. Face registered, just like that. Scanning irises. There we go. Irises registered. That was pretty quick. That definitely did not take as long as it did on the Galaxy S9, even though they have the same CPU. So I don't know. We'll skip the Google Assistant. That's okay. Oh, now we also have to sign into our Samsung account. So in regards of bloatware, this is kind of the first step of many. Sign into Google, get everything configured with Android. Then Samsung steps in and says, no, you're not done yet. You got to sign into this too. So this kind of annoys me. Agreeing to terms and conditions once again. Welcome to your Samsung account. Express yourself by adding a profile picture. No. Is this a social media site or what are we here for? It's interesting that you can tell the phone is blue even from the front. You can just see the little accents of colors from the buttons and the bumper and stuff. If I could have bought it in just a regular black color, I definitely would have. But sadly, that was not an option here in the US. And finish. All done. Your phone is ready to use. Finally! There we go. We are met with that classic Note 9. Stop. Please don't hit me with the Note. Are they doing... Please don't do this again. You did this with the S9. I made fun of you for it for ages. I don't want to hear this over and over again. Okay, can we just look at our apps? Oh, good. Bixby's right there for us. Oh my god. I don't want to crush you because you have a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is great, but it's explosive. I have read and agreed to all of the above. There we go. Bixby's back. Remember how on the S9, if you asked Bixby questions, they would give you experience like it was a video game? I've heard they may have removed that, so I don't see my experience points I raked up on my S9. Not much of an ecosystem anyway. Okay, swiping up. Apparently YouTube says this is the best... You keep doing this. YouTube says, anyway, that this is the best device to be watching YouTube videos on, so let's see how that goes. Yep, the curved edges definitely distort the video a little bit. I can definitely notice it. Just when you look at things, especially from an angle or something, if you're looking at like a video thumbnail, you can see that it kind of warps over when you're hovering over the video, and it's noticeable. Not that I'm saying if you like that, you're wrong. If you enjoy the curved display, that's fine. I'm just saying when Samsung makes fun of Apple for having a notch that intrudes on your content, at least you can choose to watch it without the notch. With the curved display, you don't really have a choice. It's gonna be there. You can't really turn that off. It's built into the screen. But still, you gotta give credit where credit is due. The display quality looks quite fantastic. Oh, and good. It was the first time I just accidentally hit the Bixby button instead of the down volume because they are very close together. Oh, a new version of Bixby is available. Download it. Oh, sure. Update Bixby. Going back to the video now, the pixel density of the display is really, really good. The quality of it is excellent. I can see so much of the color accurate. Go away, please. This pop-up is covering up the content. Can use the home button. Got it. So we can pinch to zoom in and have this last Tailosive Tech video take up the entire display, and colors on it look great. The density of the display is amazing. Samsung is definitely one of the kings in display technology. I'm gonna try to bump this quality up to 1080 at 60. We can see how great I look in glorious 1080. Wow, look at that. Very, very high quality display. Gotta admit that looks great. And might as well try the new stereo speakers on the Note 9. Hardware. This is no Google Waymo, where it's just a software service that piggybacks on the brands of different types of cars, and that Apple is actually working on their own home. So they use the same tactic that Apple uses with their stereo speakers by making the earpiece way, way louder, but maybe it's because they're tuned differently. I noticed that on the Note 9, the fact that the bottom-facing speaker is way, way louder than the earpiece is very noticeable, so when I was listening to the stereo speakers, a lot of the sound felt like it was coming from the right, but I know up here we can also turn on Dolby Atmos Atmos mode, which may make your smartphone speakers sound like you're in a movie theater because it's so immersive. No, it just makes it sound a little louder. I'll try this again here.
Different than what Tesla has already done. What's the point in even trying to enter the market? Who is actually going to be interested in an Apple car when Tesla is already...
Yeah, Dolby Atmos definitely sounds a bit more balanced between the earpiece and the bottom-facing speaker. Why does Dolby Atmos have to be a mode? Like, if they're gonna advertise that Dolby Atmos is like the better way to tune your speakers, then just make that the default. Why is it not turned on? Just like leave it on and just say tuned by Dolby. Either way though, color accuracy, pixel density looks amazing. Gonna see how quick it is to unlock here. Just turn on the power button. Yeah, it was mildly fast. I didn't have to swipe up like Face ID, so if you don't like looking at your lock screen, I guess that's nice. See, I had problems with the S9 because it didn't unlock when the phone was at a fairly normal distance from my face, so let me try this again. A little bit further than usual. Yeah, it definitely had to slow up for a second. The phone, for one, has a lot of text on the screen when you look at it. Well, probably just because of all these notifications, but it did have to say hold the phone closer. There you go. So yeah, that definitely felt intuitive and fast, but as I'm using this phone more and more often, I'll see if that speed continues to hold up, as I've had Galaxy phones not have the speed hold up. Regardless though, those are my first impressions of the Galaxy Note 9. It's a very decent looking piece of hardware. I'm hoping that I don't have any weird problems like I've had with the S9 before. Good looking phone. Love how the camera bump is barely noticeable. It's just a little bit of a ridge. But if you bought a Galaxy Note 9 out there, let me know what you guys would think of it and what things I should try with it down in the comments below. And where the heck are my free V-Bucks? Because that was the whole reason I bought this. I don't even want the phone. This phone is pointless. I need my Galaxy skin because it's exclusive, and that was the only reason I pre-ordered this thing. I'm not gonna play Fortnite on it. It's gonna suck, and I already know it. This is your Apple Shapiro. I'll see you in the next one.